say no more things change. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing. It ain't no love, no more things changed. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing.
It's me and Sibo and we smoking on the same strain. Everywhere we go, bro, we rollin' with the thang. Home gang bang, baby, I'm a politician. Every day I wake up, I'm on a dollar mission. New Camaro Z28 and the top is gone. I'm still in the mix, flipping pies like I'm Papa John. Ain't no love for these busters, I'm trying to stay paid. I still hustle the bubble and up my pay grade. I know I'm the shit, bitch, cause I always been real deal, Holyfield, while these suckers pretend. I don't bend, break or fold, I'm a real gritter. Still a sin 3 or 4 through your hill figure. Shit changed, it got strange, there's no love. Do that bitch like O.J. Simpson, pimpin' no glove. The Cuban stock and the watch is plain Jane. It's a way bigger plot, we on the same thing.
It ain't the same, no more things change. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing. It ain't no love, no more things changed. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing. Cats be acting different, I ain't with it, I ain't bout that. Raised up in the days before they did it for a clout sack. No backstabbing, no pillow talking, no designated driver. You was on the porch playing sports or you was a rider. Family stuck together through whatever, it was like that. You can lose it all, the family help you get it right back. Granny's house, every holiday, shit was smooth. Now they take you out the game for a pair of shoes. Now they post everything just to get some likes. Pop it off at the mouth, they'll come and take your fucking life. What happened to proper protocol? What happened to the structure? What happened to being authentic? I guess that was just a gimmick. What happened to the world? In my P to the jack. I'm as solid as they come, I guess I'm bringing it back. Same game, vicious spit the same flame. Marvelous the same name, I'm still on the same thing. Yeah, it ain't the same, no more things change. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing. It ain't no love, no more things change. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing.
I'm on the same thing, same gang, swerving out the same lane. Stuck off in this dope game, gotta remix this whole thing. My cutty off the codeine, nodding off like a dolphin. Better nigga say something slick, he let up off that whole thing. My reputation golden, bitch, known for blow clips. Sipping Hennessy, X on ice, throwing poker chips. These bitches get in they feelings, have Marvelous choke a bitch. These niggas get out of line, I be slicing and poking shit. But I did too much time to give a fuck. Now all I got is time to ball and get it up. They custom design the crib so I can live it up. 16 of the 6'4" Impala so I can lift it up. Roll through the hood of them gold dating so I can give it up. Addicted to fast money, bad bitches, NASCAR. And niggas for respect, I'ma crash them, he blast hard. It ain't no love no more, things change. And it don't matter where you from, we from the same gang, nigga.
It ain't the same, no more things change. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing. It ain't no love, no more things changed. Everybody acting like they on the same page. Ain't no love for the busters trying to stay paid. If I could do it all again, I'll do the same thing.
We have the queen of hip hop in the house with us today. Marvelous, what's up?
Hey y'all, what's going down?
It is such a great pleasure to have you on with us this evening. And I want to first say thank you for taking out the time to be a guest on Faces of Success. We don't know what we would do without you. And so,
Absolutely.
I mean, because you have been around the world and back, through the hip hop industry. And I mean, I love you. Everybody I know that speaks of you, speaks very well of you and loves you too. And so, what is it about you that everybody may want to know that just don't know? Something that you want to share about yourself.
Let's see that people don't know.
Yeah,
I love classical music.
you love
People probably
classical
don't know
music.
that.
All right. Okay.
That's some people probably don't know. I don't know.
Well, that is something people probably don't know. And so if you were going to tell somebody, younger than you, how to get into the business game, what would be the advice that you would give or share?
I would definitely say study first. Study the actual business of music. Of course, you want to have your craft down pat, whatever it is you're doing, but
Hmm.
also study the business of music so that you're not just going into it, just all willy nilly happy like I was when I was 18, 19, not knowing the business aspect of it. Make sure you get some knowledge about the business aspect of it as well as being an artist.
Right. And so let me ask you this. As long as you've been in the game, what is one of your regrets you know, that taught you were, I want to say, that taught you things that you wish you could have done a lot differently?
I think that would probably be it. Like what I was just saying about when I was younger, I wasn't really too much worried about the business aspect of it. I was just, a young, hungry artist that just loves to rap. And so I was so excited about that I didn't take into account what was going on behind the scenes.
Right.
So yeah, I think that would probably be one of my biggest regrets because I would have excelled faster in the business aspect of it. The artist
Right.
part was cool. I had that down pat, but the business part, I wish I would have delved into that part of it when I was way, way younger.
Okay. And what moment in your life changed you forever?
Um, hmm, that's a good question. Good or bad, huh? Well, I would say having my daughter definitely changed me. That was like one of the happiest days, the happiest day of my life. That definitely changed me a lot because then I had like a real reason to push, and like I got to leave a legacy behind. I had to step my game up. So I would say that would probably be the happiest thing that changed my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what's a memory from your childhood that still lives in you?
Um. Hmm. Probably singing Diana Ross in the third grade. I think I was in third grade. I sung that at my elementary school. I sung uh Missing You. So I knew I was gonna be doing some type of entertainment because I loved I just loved the entertaining. So yeah, singing Diana Ross, she was one of my favorites as a kid.
Okay. So, a lot of people know, and there's a lot of people that don't know that you had hands and rubbing elbows at the same table with Pac. Can you share that story with us today?
Yeah, that was Tupac was just my favorite rapper, period, point blank. And prior to me dropping my first album, Ghetto Blues, I had written him while he was in jail, and I remember I was riding with the governor. He's a rapper from the Bay, and he had called him one time and told me to rap on his answer machine, and I like froze up. But ultimately, Bo ended up going out there and doing his trading war stories and the songs that they did. And so when came back, they gave me his pager number. I paged him, and he called me back and he told me he had been listening to the Ghetto Blues album and he was all juiced and well, I skipped some time, but time passed from when I wrote him and all that. I dropped my album, and then so he told me he had been listening to the album, and on that album at the end, we would do the shout outs, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a song with Pac and all this, and so he had heard that, and he was like, I'm gonna fly you out, and all he did, and we ended up recording. Yep, he was the coolest ever, super cool.
And so, how would your business relationship established with SIBO?
Really, I was at William Land Park. You know, we used to on Sundays everybody would go up there. So I was up there, and Root Dog, he's from Sacramento. He's a
I
rapper from
know Root
Sacramento.
well. You know, he gave me my name, Miss Pearl. I'm
What?
serious.
See,
Yes.
now Root Dog is the one that hooked me up with AWOL.
Oh,
See,
wow.
go ahead, Root. Okay, Root is a legend out here. So yeah, he told me that there was some, you know, I'm gonna hook you up with some guys that want to meet you, and then ultimately I ended up meeting the guy that owned AWOL, and then you know, of course, Bo and everybody came into play. So that's how that came together. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what was it like when you knew, the moment you knew, when you got that call that, you were being signed and, your career was getting ready to take off?
Oh, I was super excited because that was I had been rapping since like sixth grade. So yeah, I was very excited. And being able to go and record in the real studio, and 'cause prior to that, I had been like recording in the closet, and with the little tape deck, pressing play, and so yeah, it was dope. It was like a dream come true. Yeah.
And so what was that experience like for you the first time you stepped into the real studio? I mean, I know you say it was dope, but I mean, from the time you walked in, how did you feel? What kind of vibe did you get?
Well, I was definitely excited, but I kind of am a kind of person that works really good under pressure. So I'm thinking like I'm in this studio, this real big studio, not just a studio. We was going to like Live Oaks and the studios out in the Bay, and so the professionalism I think kicked in really quick for me because I'm kind of like a perfectionist. So recording and making the music was the easy part to me, and then being in the studio with Bo and them, like I always say, we had a lot of fun. The energy was good. So for me, it wasn't like no pressure, but I was very excited.
Right. And so I know you say, when you had your daughter was a very, very special moment in your life. How did you bring balance in between being a mom, a hip hop, icon, trying to, travel, be in the road, be in the studio? How did you bring balance?
Well, I had the wonderful sister that before I had my daughter, and before I dropped any of my albums, she was like, "I know you're gonna make it," And I was pregnant with my daughter, and she was like, "I'm gonna help you," you know what I mean? Don't worry if you gotta go
Hmm.
on tour or whatever. I got her, so I had a lot of help from my sister in that aspect, and that meant everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to worry about like if I did have to go on tour or go do a show, or if I was at the studio, I didn't have to worry about like, oh my God, where's my daughter at? So I ended up naming my daughter after my sister. So yeah, she really helped me a lot.
Okay, so you put out a song called, actually, the album I believe was Ghetto Blues. What inspired you to go to, that type of title from hip hop to Ghetto Blues?
Well, I like the art of storytelling, and the where I came from, that's where I came from. I came from the hood or whatever aspect, whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to tell my story, and I mixed some stuff in there that just wasn't specifically about me, but I knew that it was a lot of people that probably grew up with the same struggles as me, and uh, I wanted to let them know that there's a way out. That's why I said I had a chance to come up out of it. I used my flow. Life in the ghetto ain't nothing nice, that's for sure. You either will remain a victim or get out. Which will you choose? I'd rather live my life than suffer strong ghetto blues. Because coming from the hood or whatever, and you don't. Well, I didn't consciously think, people all over the world are going to be listening to me, and loving me, but I always had this belief in myself, that whatever I do, I'm gonna do it at the highest capacity that I can do it at. And so that's ghetto blues came from that. Like no matter where you come from, what you went through growing up, you know what I'm saying? You can make it happen. Whatever's in your brain, you can do it.
Right. And so I know that you've been on stage, and made your presence felt with, every probably hip hop artist around. Which artist has inspired you the most outside of Pac? I know that
Ooh, there's a lot. I mean, even prior to me putting anything out, there was a lot. Like Yo Yo was a really big influence on me. Before her, there was MC Light and man, Essence and Quest, Miss Melody, all the earlier lady rappers that came. Diana Ross, Michael Jackson. I just
yeah.
loved I loved all different types of music. Bull, of course. I just loved all different kinds of music. So I didn't really have like just one person. I had a lot of different musical influences.
Yeah.
I,
And that is awesome too, because a lot of the artists that you name, are some of my favorites. I remember growing up with, MC Light. I was, trying to
Mhm.
understand what poor Georgie was doing at a very young
Right.
age.
Just as young.
Like,
Some stuff I
yeah.
go listen to now and I'll be like, but yeah.
But yeah, I was blessed to be able to actually meet her and and spend some quality time around her as well. And she's a very remarkable person and so down to earth, a lot like yourself. When you meet a lot of
Yeah.
people, that's what I look at you like a sister, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we come from the same neighborhoods, and we know the struggles and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ins and the outs of the music game. And I just really
Absolutely.
look at you and appreciate you, just for being such a wonderful, warm-hearted, individual. I have the utmost
Thank you.
respect for you, you know,
Thank you.
and
Likewise.
and so tell me something. When you got into the music game, what was your most uncomfortable moment that you endured, in or out of the studio?
Hmm. Well, let's see. I was at the studio one time in Seattle, and the police came and raided the studio and
Oh
searched me
wow.
and everything. And I'm like, I don't do nothing illegal. I wasn't tripping, but yeah, that was definitely a crazy experience. Yeah, that was probably the craziest experience. That was some crazy stuff, but I
And
was cool though. Nothing. And then I want to say around 97 ish, maybe a little later than that. We had the whole thing go down where they came and raided the house that AWOL had out in Atlanta. And luckily, I missed that by a hair. I missed it by a hair. But yeah, it's been some crazy times. But yeah, getting that studio getting raided in, I think it was Seattle or Tacoma. That was probably the craziest because I was actually there, and I got searched and all that.
yeah, that has to be very uncomfortable. I could just imagine,
Hmm.
because nobody likes to run into the police,
Right?
no
And I'm like,
matter
I
what.
wasn't doing nothing illegal, so I was
Yeah.
good. So
And
it was
so
shocking to say the least.
let me ask you this. Um, what do you have coming up next? What's hot? What's coming? What are we looking for from Marvelous?
Right now, I'm wrapping up my Queen Califia album. I don't know, y'all. I'm thinking about retiring after this one. I'm just joking. But I might do the whole I'm a retire thing and then not retire and come back and say I changed my mind. I don't know. But I have the Queen Califia project coming. I have a podcast I'm doing with Zigzag
I
from
saw that.
Sacramento, the Marvin Zag
Congratulations.
Show. Yes, I have marvelous.tv.com. I watch a lot of crime documentaries, so I started my own crime documentary series. It's called Dark Street Diaries. That's on YouTube. What else? Of course, I have my book out, Marva Jean Quotes from the Queen. I thought I had one right here somewhere. So I'm just pretty much staying busy. But yeah, that Queen Califia joint is on the way.
Oh wow. Well, where can they
Yes.
find your that next project that's coming out? Is it going on Amazon? How are you, distributing it?
Yeah, that album will be on all streaming platforms. And then, me, I'm old school, so when I drop something, I still get hard copies. So I'll have my hard copy bundles available, for the people that want it, the real true diehard Marvelous fans. I'm gonna have a bundle with the CD and the t-shirt and the, a lot of little whatnots that go into that. So but it'll definitely be available on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now here
And
goes
my
a
book is on. You can get my book on Amazon. Marvin Jean Quote from the Queen.
all right. And so here's a power question. Have you ever, during your whole life experience being involved with the music industry, experienced racism?
You know what? I don't recall ever. I can't. No, I don't think so. I mean, not that I just was aware of.
Yeah,
No. And that could be because a lot of the business I've been done has been done with melanated people. So maybe that's why. But no, I can't say that I have.
well, that's a beautiful thing that you haven't. I wasn't hoping that you would go, yeah, I was like drug down the
Okay.
street by,
I had to think about that. I never thought about that.
you know,
Now in
well,
everyday life, different things happen, but as far as music and all, no, I've never encountered anything like that.
that is beautiful because a lot of hip hop female artists that are women of color have experienced a lot of struggles in that area, and so when it comes to your royalties and signing with the labels and stuff that you've been involved with, have you ever had any challenges with those businesses that you were in affiliation with at any time?
Well, yeah, when I first signed, I was very young, and naive, and I didn't know, what was really in the contracts and stuff like that. So yeah, I did experience that in the beginning of my career. Absolutely.
And so,
Absolutely. I just looked at it as a learning lesson. But
right.
yeah, I had no clue how grimy the game could be.
Yes. Well, I hear that from a lot of artists as well. But let me
Yeah.
ask you this. I know that, being a female rapper, you're in the studio a lot with a lot of hardcore male rappers. Do you
Mhm.
experience, bullying or anything like that when you're in the studio, or have you always just been embraced for who you are? You know,
Yes, I have literally just always been embraced. We was talking about that on the Marvin's Ag show the other day, and I was like, I don't know if it's because of the guys, that I'm affiliated with musically or what, but I've never like had no disrespectful episodes where there was ever any kind of problem or that I felt like somebody was treating me in some kind of way. I just never have, and I'm consciously thinking about it. I'm so thankful. Like
you know what you
never
are.
happened. I'm almost 53 years old, so I'm
That
like, yeah,
That
that's
is a
cool.
good, yeah, that is good
Yeah,
because a lot of people, experience, and especially females, sexual
yeah,
harassment, and all type of
yeah,
different stuff as a female, even I
yeah,
have. I mean, I've been in situations to where I was like, whoa, 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 you know what I mean? And I'm not even a rapper and I'm just like in the
yeah.
studio. So I've ran into issues, just being a female as well. But let me ask you this. If you were to change anything about the hip hop industry, what would it be?
I think it would be not making it so easy for everybody to be able to put out music because now it's like um flooded. The game is just flooded now. Well, it would be that aspect of it, and also this streaming stuff where you getting point, however much less of a penny for a stream. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
taking money out of the artist's pockets. Uh, and then with it being so flooded with, I mean, I'm talking about everybody raps. My dog about to drop an album in a couple of months. I'm gonna drop the album with
You're
him, Big
so
Draco.
funny.
But
You
it's
know,
like everybody raps. And
yeah.
so, but if you are unique and all of that, I think you could, of course, still make it. But it's the game is so saturated with rappers that you got to really promote yourself and put yourself out there to be able to stand out and also be different at the same time. I think that's why I was able to slide into the game because I was different. I wasn't
And that's the
probably what
truth.
typical person would expect. Yeah, I was a little different.
It's so much people wanting to be rappers. It seems like to me sometimes like a distraction, or
Yeah.
like a
Oh
huge
yeah.
distraction, that this trend of like how now everybody is into their butts on social media. Every time you look up, that's
Girl.
all you seeing is of somebody's butt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That's a distraction. For I don't know
Yeah.
what's coming up underneath it, but they got everybody locked in onto their
Mhm.
phones for some
And then
reason.
everybody got the same butt too. They kind of getting the same butt.
Isn't
You
that
just get a
funny?
different butt.
But
You get the same joint. Everybody got the same butt. It's like crazy.
yeah. And so, what's the real cost of being strong?
Of being strong.
Yes.
Um, that's a good question. I never thought about that. Because being strong, you just got to be strong. I
Right.
guess the cost of being strong is that you just got to be strong and not think about it. Not focus on
Well,
it. I don't know.
okay. And so, did music save you, or did you save yourself through music?
um, I think I probably saved myself through music. Yeah, I'd say that. I ain't giving music all that. I'm giving myself some opportunities. Yeah, I would say I saved myself through music because it's like uh, what's the word I'm trying to think of? It's like a way of releasing. Um, what is the word I'm trying to think of? It's like therapy for me.
Hmm.
Making music is, whether I'm
Medicine.
dropping it or not. If I don't make music for like a long time, if I don't, I feel weird. So yeah, I think I utilized it to help save me for sure.
And in your music, what do you think you were trying to say back then? What was your message that you were trying to deliver back then when you first started doing music?
Well, when I first dropped my first album, I think I was, of course, trying to tell my story, but also let people know how grimy it is out here in these streets.
Hmm.
Uh, how the system is messed up. When it comes to us as a people. Um, and I also wanted, I'm a kind of a lyrical type of person, so I would never wanted to lose the MC aspect of it. So I would say those things.
Hmm. And so, what did working around legends teach you about your life, not just music?
Um, that well, I don't know. I think I was somewhat already like kind of a perfectionist, so I would say that perfection doesn't exist. I think we kind of spend a lot of time trying to do everything so perfect. Well, I know I do. Um, and so being working with so many different dope artists and legends, like you said, and just being able to be in there, and rock with them and do, everything smooth and, me being their peer. Um, I think it taught me to kind of lighten up on myself.
All right. And so, what do
Yeah.
you want your daughter to understand about your journey?
That it was all for her. Yeah. It's all for you.
That's a
That's
wonderful
what I do it for.
blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to think about that answer.
And so, is she doing music?
Yeah, she is. She done took a little hiatus, but she's getting back into it. Yep, for sure. Her
All right.
albums is out too. Little Marvelous, Daughter of a Legend, and Quiet as It's Kept. So y'all go tap in with my baby.
All right. And so, let me ask you, are you going on tour anytime soon? You got any big shows coming up, that you want us to
We
all
are
pop up
having
on?
actually this weekend, I mean, well, no, the 29th, AMR Productions out of the Bay Area, she's putting together her story show. We doing that. We did one last year too. This is all lady show. The one last year was, oh my God, it was so fun. So we'll be doing that on the 29th in Oakland at Club Lux. Club
Mm,
Lux. But definitely when I get ready to drop, I gotta hit all my spots with my own tour for the Queen Califia album. But yep, that's what's coming up next. So Oakland, the 29th, Club Lux.
okay. And so, are you going to do any collaborations like with your daughter, or or not?
What you think song wise?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think she's on maybe three songs for sure on my new album.
All
Yeah,
right.
yep,
And so,
definitely.
what is she going by?
Lil Marvelous. It's crazy because it's like she will be out and people will be like Marvelous, and I'll be like, and they be like, no, we're not talking to you. We talking to somebody. I love
So,
it though. I think it's dope. Because she looks so much like me and stuff. It's just like inevitable. People just call her Marv. Even a couple of my brothers they call her Marva, like straight up.
that's
So
awesome.
yes, yeah.
So, um, let me ask you this question here. When it comes to writing your music, what is your thought process?
Um, I kind of come up with. Well, it depends on what type of song I'm writing, but I'll come up with the topic that I want the song to be about, and then I just go in. I don't really have like a set process because I be all over the place with my rapping, so I'm all super unorthodox. So I just kind of go for it, and let this brain of mine just go crazy. That's probably one of the easiest parts of it for me is the writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything that you would like to share with the audience that we haven't talked about?
Well, of course, I want to thank you guys for rocking with me for 32 years. My daughter turned 32 years old yesterday, and Ghetto Blues will be turning 32 years old in June. So thank you guys so much for rocking with me for 32 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I might be 75 out here still gassing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't stopping. Rock and roll don't stop. But nah, yeah, thanks y'all for rocking with me for so long. And there's more to come. Like I said, that Queen Califia album is on the way. Make sure you tap into the Marvin Sag Show. You can go to marvelloustv.com or you can go to YouTube and search the Marvin Sag Show. Please get my book off Amazon, Marvin Quotes from the Queen. Salute to my squad. You guys know I love y'all, Bo and everybody. What am I forgetting? I think that will wrap it up.
All right. And so, if somebody wanted to book you, how do they go about booking you?
You can hit up queenbusiness@gmail.com. Serious inquiries only.
I know that's right. So, here's
Also, make sure you get this a Starting Five album. That's one of the last projects that I did. It's me, Lil Marvelous, Dirty Don from South Carolina, and Big Twan and Mac Green from Oakland. The Starting Five. That's actually the last project I dropped. That's dope. Yep.
okay. All right. And so, now here's the question for the day. Um, how did you come up with Marvelous? Where did that name? How was that name born? And you earned the title.
Um, well, of course, the Marva. My name is Marva, but I
Okay.
got like straight A's and stuff in school, in elementary school, and my brothers and sisters started calling me Marvelous.
Oh wow! So
So
that's
yeah, it
from
didn't even stem from
childhood.
rapping. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, see, I mean, me, I got it from Root Dog. Just one day, he said, you know
Okay,
what? I'm gonna call you Miss Pearl," and that name has stuck
okay.
with me
Period. Miss
forever.
Pearl. Yep.
And so, I want to say thank you so very, very much for being a guest on Faces of Success TV. You are just so
Thank you for having me. I
outstanding.
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, salute, salute.
Salute. Love you
All right.
guys.
Love you too. All right. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
Niggas having money, man, fuck that hoe. If she ain't born, what you fucking with a foe?
Opinions stated by various contributors to Faces of Success Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as endorsed by Faces of Success Radio. Visitors are urged to use their own discernment to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for personal use only. FacesOfSuccessRadio.com does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained with the website. Any services or products provided by Faces of Success Radio and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment and enjoyment. We emphasize the importance of keeping an open mind and not construing the data, products, and/or services as factual. And as always, we thank you.